So this is an exercise I've been doing almost every day now for about 6 months. It's an adaptation of a four movement exercise that a friend taught me that was thought to be good for all parts of the body. And it's something simple that you can do every day that's really good for your whole body, that isn't overly complex. I have added things to it from my Qigong practice that can complicate it and can make it more powerful and more healthy. But if it's too confusing, you can just drop it. So, starting with something that, if you haven't been moving your body much, it's good to like walk your feet a little, move the ankles, and maybe even do this if you feel like you have the balance, just a few times. It's very nice to do a twist, something that's soft and gentle. You're not forcing yourself into a twist. And if you like to, you can let your hands hit your shoulders or wherever they land. But it's also nice to let your hand hit the middle of your back behind your navel and your navel with a little bit of force. And let the head turn freely as well. So I start with that. Then I do this, which is very simple. And the story that I tell about it is there was an 85-year-old monk I met in Thailand who said when he was in his early 70s, he started having a lot of back pain, meditating all the time and doing lots of work. And he went to a doctor who wanted to operate, and he didn't want to do that. And then he went to this Tai Chi guy who taught him like 127 movement thing. And he was like, I don't want to do that. And he went to this Qigong guy who said, oh, just do this 1,000 times a day and it'll fix your back. And so the guy started doing this 1,000 times a day because that's very Asian, and Buddhist monks, they have time and concentration to do this 1,000 times a day. And it totally fixed his back. No more pain anymore. And he does this every day, 1,000 times. So at this meditation retreat, this was the only exercise we were allowed to do. And I find that it's very good at softening the tension in the neck and the spine. And a lot of us have that. So it's very important, like the shoulders. And you just let the arms swing. And when I do this every day, I probably do it for less time than I've just done explaining it. But I like to explain it. And now, this is the beginning of the 4-movement/5 movement set because I've added something else. So we start with squats. You try to bring your butt down to 90, your knees to 90 degrees if you can. Try to keep your back straight. And then you stand back up and come up on your toes. When you go down, you push down through the heels, swing the arms out. When you come up, you push down through the heels. And then when you get to the top, you come up on your toes and bring the arms back. So the movement looks like this. It's very light and easy. It's good to warm your legs up first. Part of the, you want to do this like 9 or 10 times or 20 if you like. And you can do just this throughout the day. Very healthy to keep your legs alive and active. And part of the health philosophy of this is that the heart pumps blood away from the heart. But in order for the blood to get back to the heart from the nether regions, you use a big vein on the bottom of your foot. So this rolling from the heel to the toes pumps that. And you use your gastrocnemius, your calf muscles. So when you pump up on your toes, you're using that. And you use your glutes, pumps the blood back up to the heart. So they call these little hearts in the lower body, pushing the blood back up. So that's one of the reasons we do that. I'll do it once from this side. Okay, so after doing that 10 times, you go into this position where you lean forward and swing your arms, turning your head from side to side. So ideally 10 times on each side, or as long as you want. I like to walk my feet, so I lift the heels as I'm doing this. You can do it on whichever side makes sense to you. Play and have fun and make it easy. I also wiggle my fingers while I do this, which helps release the tension in my wrists and hands, which a lot of us use a lot. So you do that about 20 times, 10 times on each side, and then move on to the third. taking time to relax and breathe and smile. The third, you twist and reach up and point the opposite toe. So you turn your head to look up over your shoulder and lift your arm. So the right side, it's the right arm up, right foot coming up, pointing through the toe. Again, you can do this at whatever speed you feel comfortable. And as an added bonus of twisting, twist your arms, twist your hands. You don't have to, but it feels really good to rotate the wrists, both wrists at the same time, rotating in opposite directions. And again, make this as simple as you can until you can do it. And if you watch this video again, then you add a little bit more complexity. Twisting the neck, twisting the spine, pointing the toes, twisting the wrists. And again, you can do it quickly or you can do it slowly. Just want to make sure you don't fall over. So start off slow and then go where it feels good. And again, you want to do it 10 times at least on each side. And then the fourth movement was taught to me like this. Little bounce in the knees. I added twisting the wrists. So again, the hands are trying to do a full rotation as you do this. And then I added moving the spine. Really healthy to move the spine. So that just involves pushing the hips forward a little bit and let that wave go all the way up your spine while making this rotation and circular movement from the side. Looks like this. Really good for the whole body, the lymph, the spine, cerebral spinal fluid, brain, and again, the wrists, arms, and shoulders, which we all need lots of attention on. So that's the 4. And then I've added this 5th to it, which is again a wrist twisting thing. So if this is too complicated, keep it simple. What the movement entails is I'm swaying my hips from side to side, gently lifting my heels, pushing through the feet. There's a little bounce in my butt going up and down. And the hands are coming underneath my armpit and then extending out and twisting. You can do this with force, but it's kind of nice to do it gently and easy. You can bounce bigger, you can sway bigger, and again, 10 times on each side. Very nice for releasing tension all the way up the arm into the shoulders. And again, it just feels good. And then just pause for a moment and feel your body. May this benefit you. May it help you feel healthy and happy and help other people feel healthy and happy.